Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Mr. Cuda. It's been a little bit of time. Brendan's been a little bit sick, so we've gotten a little bit of progress. We want to share that with you today, and it's pretty interesting. And it's right here, steering column right behind me. So I'll zoom in and show you a little bit of that. This is it, steering column. We've been working on it. We got a lot of stuff done. But before I show you this whole thing, I'm going to show you how we started off. All right, so I'm going to go through these quick. This is the end of the rod end where the grease fitting goes. We took the steering wheel off. This is the lock collar for the new type of 74 steering column. Down on the end, there's a bearing that rides inside the tube. This is a spring at the end of the rod. And again, this is the very end with the grease fitting that connects to your power steering pump. So the castings and everything were really beat up. We took it all apart, took it out to the blast cabinet, and then we broke them down basically to get them all apart so we can blast them. And then in this next slide, it's after we blasted them, all the paint stripped off of them. They're really clean and everything. Kind of shows you what we were working with when we took all the paint off of them. This is the lock collar and the steering column. And this is the part where the steering wheel connects to after it's been painted. Looks pretty good. This is the bracket that mounts to the firewall, holds the tube up. And in the very end, that greasy part, this is where that collar goes onto your steering box. These are all the parts hanging up there in our little paint booth. So our steering column, when it came apart, it had those little plastic pins and it broke apart. There's a method where you can put some of this sealant in there. And basically I put the two pieces together and then I just squeezed this, it's like an epoxy stuff where it went right through the holes and it went all the way around the tube, and then it popped out, and I just shaved the ends of them off on those little round silver things that are sticking out. They're kind of like little rivet heads almost, but it's just like a plastic epoxy covering that goes around inside that tube to kind of hold the pipes together. And then it also it'll collapse, you know, if you get in an accident. It's supposed to, that's the part that collapses down on itself. So here's more of the parts after they've been painted. This is the center support with a new bearing. This is the lockout collar. It's got the new sticker on it, you know, press down to remove the key. And then from the back side, this is everything mounted up with the new screws. And this is a shot from the back. You can see the spring inside there that pulls the collar back over. And then this is where the steering column mounts to the tube. We built it all up, put everything together. This is the new switches and everything for the turn signal. And then on the bottom, we've got our wire harness that comes out, all the new wiring. And then at the bottom of the tube, this is the part that goes into the engine bay, all new bearings. All right, so there you have it, our new steering column. Everything's painted and put together. We've got our new key switch. That's the lock right there. Instead of using the lockout that goes down to the transmission, that's the new lockout right there. So you put your key in there, your switch and everything. That thing pops up, and then you can turn the steering wheel. It's got everything all painted up. We just used like a trim, interior trim, flat black, interior trim, gloss for the parts that are supposed to be gloss. We got those bearings in there. All right, and this part was pretty difficult right here. This is the part that's got those pivoting pieces inside there, and it's full of grease. And then this cap that you have to put on the end there, you fold those things over there, and this little seal right here, it's got a rubber seal in there. That thing kept wanting to pop out, but got it in there. It's got all new grease inside there, so that thing should work for a long time. But here we go. There's our steering column. Let's see if we can get this thing turned over here. There's our new wires and everything there, except for this guy right here. That's for the there's a light over here on the side for the 74. There's a Cuda, so where our hazard switch is, there's a little light that sticks out right here. It shines up to the key so you can see, let's see where the key's at. That's our hazard switch there. Everything looks pretty good. Just not sure how durable this paint's going to be, so we'll see. We'll see if it stands up. If not, we might have to take this thing back out and repaint it later, but it looks pretty good for now. So it looks a lot better than it did. All right, guys, well, I'm going to end it there. I'll put some photos up of some of the things that we're working on to give you a little bit of an idea of where we're going. And then we'll cut this video off here. Take it easy.